So what's good, homies? It's your man, Dr. BOA. You know, men always get a bad break for their indiscretions when it comes to infidelity or it comes to any of the things that guys like, R. Kelly or Bill Cosby are caught up in, and, many other men, even back to Chris Stokes. But we know for a fact that women do some of these same egregious behaviors, but they never get called out on it. Finally, the same social media universe that has championed everything that Jada Pinkett has done, has said, is calling for her to be canceled. And the reason why is something that none of us would have ever even expected. But it just goes to show that when Will Smith decided that he would forego his life dream of being a traveling man, getting to the money with a multitude of beautiful women around him, to settle down and attempt to be monogamous with a scallywag who was still in love with Tupac and told him that she could never be monogamous with him. I know he's living to regret that every day now. Because recent news says that this woman has not only spent a whole lot of time traipsing around in Hollywood being with multiple grown men, but she has also been with an underage kid, one of the members of Criss Cross. Now, many times people are going to say, well, there's no proof, or there's no this, there's no that. There's never any proof for men until they go to court and they're already guilty in the court of public opinion. Well, guess what? Jada Pinkett is guilty in the court of public opinion as well. See, the fun thing about all these tell-all books and all of these midlife crises where they get to the point where they want to open up to the world, as you open up to the world, you don't get to control what gets exposed. And so Snoop's cousin Daz from the Dog Pound said, hey man, look, I know for a fact this chick was out there traipsing around with young dudes. And it has been verified that Jada Pinkett, as an adult woman, had a relationship, an inappropriate relationship, with one of the minor members of the group Criss Cross. The little dark-skinned guy, the one who passed recently, man. He had a drug issue, man. And, he passed, not recently, but he passed, a few years back. He was pretty young, still in his 30s, man. So that just goes to show you that if you see a woman's behavior and it's questionable, then there's no limit to the things a woman will do when she feels like she has the right to be satisfied. That's why I keep bringing this to you men's attention. I'm not attacking these women. I'm bringing examples to you men's attention of what you should look out for. If a woman has a free spirit, then that free spirited woman has no limits to what she'll do. This is egregious. Not only should this woman be counseled, this woman should be put on trial. The same way they opened up all of these things against Kells, they should open up all of these things against Jada Pinkett. This was a crime. This was a crime. And the same way you have all of these school teachers interacting inappropriately with these young boys, this is the same thing Jada Pinkett did, man. When Will decided he was going to marry this broad, he ruined his life. Because no matter how much money he got, no matter how much of that, he's a sad man, and he looks that way. He's aging, and he's not aging gracefully. That woman is wearing him down, and then he goes and buys a brand new crib with the broad in Hidden Hills, man. Will better get rid of this broad, man. She ain't worth it. She ain't worth nothing. And she don't even look good no more. Will, you can have, man, you have many options of women you can have who would appreciate everything you bring, everything you are, everything you represent. Hell, some of them just appreciate being around you because you will. And now you got a woman, man, who obviously has never been the one who was worth being a wife. The woman never had no love for you. The woman never had no love for herself. The woman never had no love for men. You got to keep in mind, man, that when a woman shows you who she is, you have to believe her and accept her for who she is. And there is nothing more egregious than a woman who's always crying victim, always crying how she doesn't know how to love, always crying how she's not happy, doing public displays of crying while she's reading a dude poem who's been dead almost 30 years, and embarrassing her husband the way she does with her entanglement. Nah, shawty, you had an affair and cheated on your husband. At some point, Will has to do better. At some point. It's the same thing with D Wade. They keep talking about D Wade had a baby on her. D Wade didn't have no baby on her. They were broken up. They were separated when D Wade had a baby on her. And that just goes to show you that man was so careless. He went out there and had unprotected sex with a woman. Just shows you how loveless the marriage is. He had to go out there and make that connection with a woman to get that full-on femininity in his system, man, because he couldn't get it from his wife. So that ain't the same thing. He didn't have a baby on her. They were separated. They had time off. They weren't together. They weren't even married at that point. He ain't had no baby on her. You can't have no baby on no broad you ain't married to. See, I'm really getting fed up in this society, man, where you dudes, it ain't even the women. It's you beta male simp man ginas always standing up trying to champion these women, man, like they so good and so great. All y'all dudes who be championing Jada all this time, every time I say something about the broad, y'all got something to say. Okay, well, what you gonna say now? What you gonna say now when she was out there doing the same type of things that Kel's doing? She was out there doing the same type of thing Chris Stokes was doing. What you gonna say now? I know what you're going to say. Nothing. Because you got your mouth too full of crow. Pick your bottom lip up off the floor and understand that you've been a simp. And all y'all women who've been supporting everything this woman's saying, just like y'all supporting everything Gabrielle Union doing, I want y'all to tell me what y'all think should happen to Jada. This was a kid. The whole time Criss Cross was relevant, they were underage. They were never relevant as adults. Not musically. I won't say their lives aren't relevant, but they were never relevant in the entertainment industry once they were adults. This woman did something that she knew was wrong.
And I ask you this, what kind of twisted, sick woman
targets a child? Anything you say about R. Kelly, you got to say about Jada Pinkett. So let's see if she goes to trial. Let's see if she goes to prison. In this society, probably not. But thankfully, the court of public opinion has decided that she should be counseled. So,
no more red table talk for you.
Let's hope they see it through. Because the same way Kels is wrong, she's wrong too. She can't play the victim any longer. Because she's not a victim. Now we find out she's an offender, a perpetrator, an animal. Y'all comment down below and let me know what you think about this topic, man. I look forward to hearing what you men have to say. I'm out.
Trying to become the most alpha version of you. Trying to become the most alpha version of you. Striving to become the most alpha version of you. Fighting to become the most alpha version of you. Welcome to the alphasphere, get money division. The place where you transform into a man on a mission.